Oh, and in that game, the Akron game, I'm pissed off because also I had a kick return for a touchdown.
Mm.
That game before my cat did that shit. That's why I'm giving you a heads up on it. You might see it too of games played because of that shit.
Hold
Pissed me off because I think it was 21-7 we had to lead. And then coming off that, then it felt like we weren't playing like 60 some over us. I was like, what the hell? And there's no fucking way.
on. Right. Let me see.
Alright. I'm doing Akron right now. Or, damn, don't say Akron. You know what? That. I wish Akron would come play a
Yo.
rematch against Akron. Against that bullshit.
Right.
I don't give a damn about the top 25.
Hold on. How about all of y'all niggas going into one? Yeah. Damn. In the one chat.
What?
Because I got both of y'all in. Both one in, one other. Both of y'all on phone calls.
What? Two different chats?
Yeah, because I was talking to my brother, and then you was on none, and you called me on this. I'm like, God damn.
Well,
We were just in there talking about football. But nah, I was going to join the lobby, though.
Oh, hell no. Bro, look at this. Look at the jersey. You have really got the jersey. There is no way this is the red. Man, hell no. That's too close to brown. That jersey's fucked now. Central Michigan should look like fucking red. Or brown. God damn.
The most dramatic fashion. Largest comeback in postseason history for the Big.
That bad boy. Oh, and I did put a guy on the bench on my game.
Rams Panthers
Rams
down 24-20.
And I was like, yep, you're going to the fucking goddamn bench. And then guess what? We didn't get it. That's a holding.
Yo, they look like they got goddamn what's the name? What?
No one knows what's asking. Oh, yeah. Right back. Quarterback, I think, got hurt. Right back, I don't know. Other back. Wasn't that Prince yet? What's number 5? Right. There's no running back coming back out. Or second guy.
325.
Who said that either?
I'm done. This was gross. What is that? I'm sitting on that thing. It's now trying to. I said, I'm like, he said, now she's like in the bad mood. I said, yeah, bro. I said, yeah, I'm in a bad mood. I'm pressing fire too. And I said, no, what's up, bro? He's like, no, that's good.
Of
I said,
course,
I'm
here
not
we
doing.
go.
I'm like, yeah, I want some food, but it ain't not that them type of food. I mean, you talking about some felines. You coming at me with felines. I was like, nigga, I don't even wear felines, bro. Like, what the fuck? He's like, but they hard though. I don't give a fuck how hard they are, nigga. They ain't hard for me, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? You talking? I'm not forever. I love Atlanta, nigga. What the fuck you mean, nigga? I don't like them felines, nigga. I know I used to back then, but nigga.
G-Mama was at the door.
Now, oh man, I'm worried. I'm like, yeah, I was taking that man. Take it for a nice joy ride. Should be sleep. But yeah, so he was like, I said, man, I said, be honest, man. I said, man, what you? I said, you talking about what's the price? Nigga, how much you charge? How much the shoes cost? You talking about, man, you give me 10, I give it, and I give it. Man, get out my face, bro. Yo, get out my. I'm not that broke. No. Nigga. I said, I'm broke, dog. I'm broke. Dog, I'm broke. I ain't got no cash on me, bro. I'm broke. You know, like slide. Like, I nigga, my bills stank. I'm like, dog. My shit over there. Bye bye, doesn't pop that. You better not.
Had to restart it up again. Surprisingly, you know. Dog, why are you doing this?
No. Good night. Mr. Hashtag. Talk to you
Right
on
off,
the
it's
video.
only
No,
here.
we're not going to do this like this. Hey, we're going night night.
No, no. Wow.
No. Love your night. Yeah, get the drink. Yeah, get the drink. Yeah, get the drink.
Baby, can I wear?
Whatever that. Go find it. There it is. Now later at the night.
Boy, that's what that was dangerous. Oh.
So it's like I did the west side. I did the most west side because that's why. Because you know, do stuff. It's just okay. Because you try. You know, you could be on both sides. You just what? I'm easy. Love you too. Shit. I'm never taking an airline. No matter what happens. It's a pissed off. Oh my
Bring
God.
back out. My starter. I mean, I don't care about him playing, but number 5. Where is he playing? Hey, man. One play, and then he's done. Yeah.
Oh, 7-7, huh? Oh my goodness.
because I threw a pick 6.
Oh my goodness.
Try to hit that corner.
Right.
Oh.
Hold on, y'all. Hey, meet me at the game chat, John. The game chat shit. Cause I'm going to the game chat shit. Then y'all can holler from that moment. Good Lord. I'll be all like it one. In one body. We're gonna game.
I can't see that game. This ball gets hit at the line.
That's not knocking on my business.
It did. It hit off his hand. Wow. Right off his hand. Wow. That's down, boy. Latest now. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. Go. Turn 13. Take a bit longer, buddy. Well, you put him down. There you go. Thank you. If he breaks one tackle, you might have a chance for a first down. Cares not should a fair catch that or not, but damn, my own player hit me.
The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember
You got the most
the
too
accomplishments of
in
this
your
group
front.
of leaders.
Awesome. I'm like,
Welcome
no
to the
bullshit.
Bloodbath of Alabama in
Damn.
Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we see
I'm
a
glad I
squad
got
from the
something.
Sun Belt, a team ready to put on a show. Squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Troy Trojans. 3A Sports College Football.
24, 21, 49ers.
Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
24-20, 49ers. So y'all don't move the ball too much, like quicker than we do. That's why I say I feel like we're gonna have the upper hand because we're gonna score quick. Y'all gonna try to slow the game down. We're gonna do it trying to keep the fast pace.
I got us 27-24.
He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Line getting set on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Breaks into the open. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running to the left. He breaks a tackle. At the 35, he's loose. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Quarterback now breaking the field. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's in there for a touchdown.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Troy's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're not on the same page there. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now this offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fitzgerald. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running.
There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Trying the left side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Defense going all in to stop the run. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And they're in for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for
They'll try to add another to their 55 yards for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Crowder. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now on second down. Here's the give off the left side. Defense not budge. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. But they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Troy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
That's caught. It's Swartz. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Troy.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down.
3:25.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. Zips it out to his man. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. on 1st and 10 from the 38. Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running behind that left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He's going to take up. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. 2nd down coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a 1st down with a penalty.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Wants to throw. It's Fitzgerald. Looking to the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in. And that is a good sign for this offense.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Fair catch. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Higgins. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it, because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Crowder. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that RPO play play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run the sneak for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Trojans are on the move. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Connor. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Working that left side now. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today. But they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the...
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking for a gap. It's Lovett. He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Here's the handoff. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake.
this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the left. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Lovett. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 11 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Fitzgerald. Throws for the tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Trojans. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him. He's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return for 22. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Fitzgerald. Going to try to get it himself. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Now they'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guarantee.
Turning it on. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us from SB Ballard Stadium in Norfolk, home to the Old Dominion Monarchs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Monarchs will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right. Those are the games that make college football special.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Fitzgerald. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And now the hit knocks it loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll test the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he will house it. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Old Dominion's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the right side. Plows through the defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The give to the back. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got some space. Only in the hops. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Monarchs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He's up to 107 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. To throw, it's Fitzgerald. Back open in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Hey, midfield, he's got room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Never seems to take the big hit, finds enough room to get to the 29. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Roach. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Monarchs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They believe they can run right here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Fitzgerald. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped right at the 40-yard line, and do they dare try to convert from their own territory on 4th down?
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They think there's room to run to the right here. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Got enough space. And it's in for a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fitzgerald. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guys, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
It's first down from the 11. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The play action fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Look out, he's got room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On his way from around the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready, break. 42, Spider.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank defense, get him before he gets started.
Scanning the field, it's Fitzgerald. Flushed out of the pocket. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Roach. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Thomas. The Monarchs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the offense back on the field ready to dial up ball plays. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Might as well give it to him again. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the single back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the...
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Fitzgerald. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
This time he's got it.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open. Oh, it's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
They'll go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense, a physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And boy, that has been rare in this one. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the defense defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their look.
There he goes. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession. The Monarchs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. And on second down for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, and the defense comes up with the sack. And this is the day. This is honestly not what we expected. We expected this to be a high-flying offense. You know, this trigger man is usually really, really on top of things. This is a day he would love to forget.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to run it. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Fitzgerald. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action. Bears the pressure. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Hold on.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Oh, the attempt is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Butler. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. And the Monarchs in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Monarchs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the timing just a hair off.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Fitzgerald. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's 5. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fitzgerald. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got the first himself. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another 1st down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. First snap in the red zone on this drive. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's James. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap up.